Okay, in this video I'm going to show you how to make this origami boomerang. This is the slow tutorial, so in this tutorial I will be going very slowly, showing you each step and each fold. If you want the normal speed video, I also made that. You can search for that, or maybe I'll put a link below in the description. Okay, for this video what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a single dollar bill. And for our first fold, what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to fold this in half lengthwise. So I'm going to take this top edge and I'm going to fold this. I'm going to line up the corners, then the edges. Then I'm going to crease that down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give this a little extra crease. Just use my fingernail, rub that down so that everything is perfectly in half. And I got a nice, good, solid fold on it. Okay, at this point what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, and now I'm going to take this top edge and I'm going to fold this along the crease, but I'm also going to give a little bit of space. So I'm going to give like a fingernail width space. So if I can show you on camera, that would be right on. So then I'm going to pull this back just a little bit, and it doesn't need to be much, and if that's too difficult and you need to go right on the crease, that'll work too. I just like to give a little extra because we're going to fold this back, and it'll help with the crease so it won't bind. So if you can see that, I've got a little bit of space right before the fold. Okay, I'm going to crease that down really good. Then I'm going to fold this bottom half. So I'm going to fold this up, and again just short of that crease. Make sure we're right in there. Crease that down real good. Okay, so as you can see, I've got a little bit of space in between. That's so that when we fold this, it'll fold nice and easily. Alright, with this side up, where I've got the two ends of the paper folded into the center, I want this side up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this in half, lining up these two edges. So these two are going to go right there. Then, when you have that totally lined up, what I like to do is I like to pinch it and then fold it all the way up. This will help ensure that I get the center of the piece of paper right here folded. And once I have that, and I assure that I'm lined up, I will crease that down. Good solid crease. Okay, so we have the insides folded down, they meet right up, we're in half. Alright. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to take each of these corners and then I'm going to fold them in so that this top edge lines up with this center crease. Now the one thing you got to worry about is this paper, as you fold it, likes to shift on you. So if we're lined up, we can hold that down, and then I like to put my fingernail right here, right at the center, so that I know I don't go too far. And then when I fold this down, I can fold that. But before I crease that, I'm going to make sure that my bottom paper is lined up. Just like that. Then I will crease this down. So we should be lined up. Then I'm going to do the same to this side. So at this point I can just hold right here. And again I'm going to loop. I'm going to find my center. Make sure we're lined up. Then I will crease this down. Just like that. Alright, now what I'm going to do is we need to take these flaps and we're going to fold them backwards. So an easy way to do this is we'll turn over the paper and we're going to try and make sure we fold right along that crease. We should be able to fold it back, making sure our paper is lined up. See, mine starts to shift, and then we'll crimp it down. Do that on both sides. The reason we're folding it back and forth is because what we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse fold in here. Okay, lined up, make sure we're creased down. Okay, so at this point, let's hold one of them down. We're going to open the other flap up, and we're going to separate the paper in the middle, and I like to hold it back here, so I'll separate that, and I'm going to come up and I'm going to push this side in. Now I'm going to follow right along those crease lines. I'm going to make sure that we're lined up here at the edge, and when I'm happy with that, make sure we're lined up at the bottom. There, we're good. Then I will crease it down. This way, if you have to make any adjustments, it's easy enough to do. Okay, let's go ahead and do the other side. So we're going to open that, hold this down, separate those. We're going to push this side in. Make sure we're right on the creases. We're lined up down here. There. I'm going to go ahead and crease that down. Alright, so at this point, this is what we have. Looks like it comes to an arrow. Now we're going to open this up. Open this up, and then we're going to take the right side and we're going to open this. Okay? Now right here, it's a little hard to see, but there's a diamond pattern, and then there is a fold going across. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make this fold. This first half is a mountain fold, the second half is a valley. Valley means it goes in, mountain means it pops up. And we're going to make it all a mountain fold. So we're going to push up on the bottom. We're going to crease that all the way across. I'm going to put a good crease in there like that. Okay? Then we're going to take these other folds, and we need to keep these as valley folds, so they're going to fold down. So one thing we could do is we could fold this in half, and then we can crease this down just to kind of make sure that pops up, but we only want to do just the parts right there, right where it corners, before the bend. So there's a little on this side, little on this side. Then we can do the other side. Same way, but not past this fold. Alright, now we're going to open that and we're going to do this side. So there's a fold right here. We're going to go ahead and fold just like this. We're going to crease that down. Then we're going to do this side. You can see it should form this little triangle right there, or that little square. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're now going to push this side in. We're going to start to fold this, and then we're going to bring this part up. Now what we're going to do here is this solid part, this diamond, is going to lay flat on this bill. So we're going to grab it here, we'll pinch it. We're going to guide it so that it follows in this corner, this tip meets right up along the edge of this paper. And when we're happy with that, we'll crimp it down. Just stamp it down like that. Okay? So this is what it looks like on this side. On this side, you see we follow right at the edge of this paper. Alright, now we're going to let go of this. We're going to start to fold the bottom. And then this part is going to want to fold in. Alright. This we're going to push to the side, and then we're going to end up folding this part, and it should go right in that corner pocket. Okay? I'm going to do this again just because I know this part can get a little confusing. Okay, so we're going to open this. I'm going to push this up. I'm going to start to fold this. I'm going to collapse this side down. Bring this down. I'm going to close the bottom end. This corner here, I'm going to push in the side there. Should collapse right down into that pocket. Okay, so at this point, if I turn it around, it should look like this. This is actually going to be the top of the boomerang. This will be the bottom. Top part fold is there. Now what we're going to do is this fold here probably comes down in like that. We need to reverse this. So we're going to go up, crease that, open this up, and then we're going to kind of train the paper just to make this a little easier. So we're going to fold this down, open this up, we're going to fold it down this way. Then we will open that. Okay, so with this paper going up, we're going to lift this piece of paper here. We're going to close this end. We're going to tuck it under this sheet, and we're going to start to close this. At the same time, we're going to close this, and then when this comes down, it's going to create this little pocket. Well, that pocket, when this side comes down, we're going to stick this piece into it. Because you see, as we fold this down, comes the pocket, and we'll be able to fold that in. Okay, so I'm going to show you again. So we're going to lift this side, fold this side in, push this side in, force that into the pocket, and you can kind of work that in till it lays nice and flat. And you shouldn't have to fold or crease anything down there. I mean, this paper should line up right along the inside of this pocket. And then once it is, then I just pinch it all down just to make it flatter. So if you flip it over, here's the top, here's the bottom. All right, now what we got to do is we got to close this up. So you're going to pick one side. Doesn't matter which side. One side has the two folds. The other side has a single sheet over here, and it's folded 3 times in here. So whichever side you start with, it's fine. But we're going to open it up, and then we're going to fold these inward. Pinch that down, fold this one in, and we will pinch that down. Okay? This side, make sure we got a good crease there. We're going to open these up. We're going to open up this flap here, and then we're going to push this side in. So we're going to do a reverse fold. Make sure that side goes. And I like to bring those corners together. Just that tip. I'll line that up with that tip. I'll follow it down. That helps to give you a good crease without it misfolding inside. Alright, so we're going to fold this back. And then I'm going to take this flap, I'm going to fold it right in this pocket. Just like that. Okay. Alright, now we're going to do the same to the other side. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to fold this piece in, right to that crease. I'm going to fold this one down. Just like that. I'm going to open them both up. The right side, I'm going to lift this, push this in, line up that corner, make sure we're good on this side. I'll put these two corners together. I will pinch it down, then I will follow the crease down. Okay. Then I'm going to close this. Then I'm going to take this flap and fold it right there in that pocket. Just like that. And there is your boomerang. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was clear enough. I'll see you next time.